Good morning, good morning. It is Saturday, May 29th. It's Memorial Day weekend, but bruh, feels like Thanksgiving weekend. Sorry. Feels like Thanksgiving weekend because like, it's supposed to rain for the next 8 days and be cold, which sucks. Just got Starbucks. It's 7:30 in the morning. Gym opens at 8. I'm gonna update you guys on what happened because it has been a week and a day since I've been back home from Arizona, and I know I promised you guys at the end of like the travel vlog, the official vlog, that I'd share with you guys what happened. It's nothing crazy, nothing that interesting, I don't know. So we were supposed to leave Friday night on the red eye and land Saturday morning. We ended up changing our flight to leave Thursday night on the red eye, and we arrived Friday morning. So a day early. The event officially ended on Thursday. You guys saw that I was like really excited on Thursday morning because of the hot air balloon ride, which had to be like the second half of the appointments, including mine, had to be canceled due to weather, which whatever, you know, shit happens, it's fine. It was a little sad, a little unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? So that was Thursday morning. It wasn't really a big deal. It was just kind of like the accumulation of everything, I guess, that it was like, all right, it's just time to go home. That was kind of the first a series of unfortunate events. That was the first in a series of unfortunate events. Thumbs up this video if you know the book series or the Netflix special, because, you know, I read the books, the series, when I was younger. So that doesn't happen, no big deal, you know. It was like, ah, kind of moment, but it wasn't a big deal. So we go to enjoy the rest of the day. We're in the pool. The pool opened at 11, so we're in the water park having fun. We go to the pool by like 12, I want to say. A big group of high school kids who seem to be like on their senior trip start unloading off of freaking school buses. Now y'all know I'm a teacher. During the fucking weekdays, the last thing I wanted was to be on vacation with a group of high school kids, high school seniors on their senior trip. I'm sorry. Have fun. I love you. But these children were just rowdy as hell, and I was there on vacation with my child. So we're in the pool. They're playing like kids play that age, like trying to run through the water and jump on and drown each other, pushing, like throwing each other up over their shoulder, whatever. They're being really rowdy. And they're by Noel's just floating, enjoying his vacation. You're like so peaceful, and they're like on the other side of the pool. But as they're playing and horsing around, one kid almost freaking like drowns Noel, who's just there oblivious, drowning, and I'm yelling, Noel, Noel, because I see them getting closer, and he can't hear because he's like in the water, floating with his eyes closed and stuff. So I'm like, Noel! So all the kids, the high school kids, freeze, and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, like they got scared. I'm like, it's fine, he just can't hear me and you're about to bump into him, so I had to be loud, like it's not a, you know. So that happened, and then we decide to go inside from there because Noel was not, I'm outside, come out.
No way.
Huh? I'm outside. All right, bye. So my son is very particular. Like, he's a little bit of a pain in the behind sometimes. He likes things done the right way, and he has a problem with cursing, which you guys know me. My son knows who his mother is, and I tell him this all the time. Like, I think it's so admirable that you don't like curse words, you don't use them, you don't like to be around them, and that's your decision because you have a mother and a grandmother who we curse up a storm. And I've told him before, if you're playing a video game and an oh shit or something escapes, you're not getting in trouble for that. Like, they're just words. If you're using it disrespectfully against someone else, then yeah, it doesn't matter if you call someone an F and B, or if you call them like an ugly orange potato. Like, it's still, you know what I mean? You're still negatively using words against another person. So I'm like, don't curse nobody out. But like, if a situation is frustrating or unfortunate and you want to escape a little curse, like, I'm not gonna say anything. But no, He's like, I know, I don't care, I don't like cursing. Okay, so these kids obviously were cursing up a storm, high school seniors. Like, come on, it's, you know, there's phases of life. So I'm like, but just, you know, like, don't pay attention, you play. No, I don't feel comfortable. I want to go inside. So we left the pool, I stopped tanning, we go inside, we play a little bit, then we go and we order our lunch. That's where you guys saw in the vlog, just as we're waiting for our lunch, the power in the entire place goes out. So a series of unfortunate events number 2. I'm like, oh, okay. This is fun. So that happened. Power was out for like an hour and a half. We did end up getting our food, but I had to change my order because they couldn't know. I ordered like a cheeseburger. There was like 3 options to choose from. So they couldn't make me a cheeseburger anymore. So then they offered to make me like a turkey sandwich, which was actually really, really good. So they made that. We had our lunch. Still no power. We walked up 6 flights of stairs because, you know, I'm like, oh, let's go to the room. I wonder if we can get in the room because it's like a bracelet that scans you in. They're like, yeah, you should be able to get into your room. That doesn't have to do with the electricity. Okay, cool. So I'm like, let's go to the room and let's figure out what to do with the rest of our day. Yeah, the power's out. So like, I totally didn't even think, oh, there's no elevator. So Noel was not happy. We had to walk up 6 flights of stairs. We go upstairs. He's just upset about what's going on in the morning. He's like, I want to go home. I'm like, but if you want to go home, like, we can change the flight. It's not a big deal. So I didn't mind leaving even Friday an earlier flight instead of waiting for the night because regardless, we had to check out in the morning. So we weren't going to have the room. We weren't going to have our stuff. So I was on the phone with JetBlue for like a half an hour. And then he's like crying again. He's like, I don't want to go home. I'm like, okay, so let's not go home. Like, come on, let's go play. So we go back down. And this is where we saw the place was like flooded. And there was a line around the block of people checking in, which I don't know. I haven't talked about this too much because everybody has their own opinions. And honestly, I don't care. I have my opinions. My opinions are what they are. This whole thing going on in the world. Yes, there's obviously something going on. But I also feel that it's being extremely exaggerated. Like I said, my opinions are mine. Yours are yours. Cool. There's something going on in the world. And I have not this entire time been one who has like been super cautious. I don't know what happened to me. It just shows me like everything going on in the world is low-key kind of brainwashing us because I know myself, I know my personality, I know where I stand on this, but yet when I was there with my child, it was like, oh, well, there's a lot of people and they're not YouTubers and creators because, you know, like there was a lot of us there, but at least it was like we were there as a group. Now it just opened up, it jumped up to 80% capacity, and it's like people from wherever. Like YouTubers are still from wherever and all over the country or whatever, but it was just different because it's like it wasn't my people. It wasn't it was random people, and I'm there with my child and like in the water park. And I know the kids don't logically, I know scientifically, like it's not a big deal among the kids, blah blah blah, but just being in the moment, all of like the brainwashing of the past year and a half, I was just like, this is a lot of people. And then on top of it, the rides and stuff, when it was private just for us, like we were running up those stairs and going down the slide. Maybe we had like 2 groups in front of us. Now there was literally lines like all the way down the stairs. There's like 6 flights of stairs to get to 3 of the slides that they have. There was like a line all the way down the stairs. So I'm like, you know, we had a lot of fun. We definitely went up and down and on every ride a million times. Now he's gonna have to stand there and wait, you know, for like an hour to get to each slide. So we went down, we saw all of that. He got like weirded out again. He's like, I just want to go home. I'm like, you little crap head. Like I was just on the phone for half an hour. So I called him back again, and that's where I was putting on my stories on Instagram. I've been on the phone for 2 hours. I've been on the phone for 2.5 hours. We went upstairs, we went downstairs, we did Build-A-Bear while I was still on hold. They said your hold time is less than an hour and 45 minutes. At an hour and 44 minutes, somebody answered the phone and said, oh, that's not this department, we'll transfer you. So I said, okay, what is the wait time gonna be? Because this is the only phone number I can contact, and I'm trying to fly out tonight. Like, what's going on? There's different, you know, this is a problem for today that you need to priority line me or something. I'm not flying in a week, I'm not flying in 3 days, I'm flying within 24 hours. So even if I hadn't changed my flight, it was like within what, 28 hours or so by that point. So that was that. How long am I gonna wait out here? Dude, I gotta go to the gym. This child is always freaking late. I can't deal with him. So that was that. I was on the phone, then they transferred me. I was on the phone for like another hour. Somebody picked up. There was a whole mess with my particular flight because I booked on the JetBlue app. I always book JetBlue. I like JetBlue. I saw something they changed something as of like January, so it said on the JetBlue app for the JetBlue flight operated by American Airlines. So I'm like, okay, they're merging for some flights, they're mixing, COVID, blah, whatever. Turns out that even though I did not want American Airlines and I wanted JetBlue and blah, 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 they're like, well, this was a flight managed by American Airlines and the one you want to switch to is only JetBlue. So I ended up paying $400 to switch my flight, which was more than I paid for the original flights home. So I was really, not that I was pissed about it. I was like, I looked at Noel, I'm like, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to go home. I'm like, all right, you know what, fine, fuck it, we go home. The universe will repay it. I'm making a good decision. We had an awesome fucking week. It was just time to go. It wasn't really a big deal. It got crowded. You know, I went for Noel because of everything that had been going on. I really wanted him to remember life and like enjoy a little bit, you know, and have that. He's been really down, just really dealing with a lot. So it was mainly like for me to go to the event, to be in the YouTuber world again because I needed that mentally, and for him to have a little taste of real life, play with kids, get up off like whatever he's planted on, because like we, you know, all the sports ended, hockey got canceled, everything kind of stopped, and he's just been sitting at home, especially with remote and stuff. So it was driving me bananas. Like, I gotta get this kid active again. So that was a really good, like, it was good for what I wanted it, and it served its purpose, and it was just time to come home. So it wasn't a big deal. All of the activities in the resort that were included as part of like staying at the resort for the event, they weren't included anymore for the rest of Thursday and Friday, which was confusing because they had told us before we booked that the resort was going to honor the creator YouTuber price, whatever, if we wanted to stay longer. That's why I had originally stayed until Friday night, so we could have more time. But then we found out that regardless, we weren't going to be able to do anything in the resort anyway, so I would have had to purchase like another paw pass. And I asked them, I'm like, so we can't even like go to the water park or the pool tomorrow? Like, we still have a room. And the girl was like, I don't think they're gonna say anything to you, just walk in. I was like, no, shorty, like, that's not the answer I wanted to hear, you know? So it was a combination of everything. It was just time to come home. But the trip was freaking incredible. We had such a good time, and I don't regret any of it. I don't even regret coming home. Like, it was cool because I slept all day Friday, and then I had Saturday, Sunday, 2 days to like refocus, get myself together. I got a lot of work done for both YouTube and teaching last weekend, so that was cool. This vlog is probably just gonna be like this explanation. I just wanted to get this out to explain to you guys what happened, and then hopefully if it stops raining at any point in the next 75 days, I'll show you guys a little bit of my Memorial Day weekend. But at this point, it might just be gym and home.